welcome to the next episode of RoTKast. Welcome back to a podcast where we talk about anything and all things Star Wars. As always, I am your host, Sean, and my amazing co-host is here with me. Aaron, say hello to the folks.
Hello to the folks. How's it going?
Hey, you stole my joke.
Oh.
Whoa, we didn't introduce you yet, so please shut up.
Whoa, hey.
Ooh, sorry.
What do you think you are?
God, we have a
happening.
system here, and you just
it's a little
messed
weird.
it up.
It's fine. So anyway,
we got
like
to
we were-
redo the whole goddamn thing now.
What the fuck, man?
Back to
Just
the
kidding.
top.
All right, now, but that voice that you guys heard, it might sound familiar if you listened to the episode a couple episodes ago. I don't know.
It was
Q&A round two,
whenever it was.
where we had our main dude Jeremy Aponte on, and he's back with us.
Hey,
How's it going?
everyone. Jeremy here. I'm glad to be back.
Did you listen to yourself on the last
Oh,
one?
of course. I hated it.
Ooh, that's.
I'm
you'll
trying
get
to talk
over
a little bit louder here.
You'll get
Talking-
used to it. We
think
love
we're
the
all
sound
good.
of our voices now.
I don't mind it
I
now.
love
I used
it.
to hate it. I used to really hate it. Now I have to listen to it all the time, and it's not bad.
Now, it's to the point now where when I listen to it, I'm like, oh, why doesn't every lady I talk to want to fuck me?
I thought they
You know
did.
what I mean?
Talk
Like,
a little bit
I
slower
thought they
there.
did.
most of them do. I'm just whatever. I was trying to make a point.
Oh.
Shut up.
Anyway, Jeremy is not the only guest we have on because we have fucking 4 mics now. How crazy is that?
Oh,
So we have another special guest with us.
MG.
Sean, you want to introduce this one?
No, not
All
really.
right. He's just a guest. All right. So what?
No,
Yeah.
we've got my cousin here with us.
More nepotism in this podcast.
The resident troublemaker, Kyle. Say hello.
Hello, people.
Yep, there he is.
Brilliant introduction as always. Okay.
So what are we going to be talking about today? I think we have a new topic that we're going to be talking about fairly regularly, ideally weekly.
Yeah, I mean, a new TV show just started up, man. Season 6,
Season 7 of Clone Wars
Seven?
just
No.
got released. Yep,
Wait,
season 7.
I thought it was season
Nope.
5. That
Definitely season
I
7.
always get this mixed up. Whatever. A new season of a amazing Star Wars show just started up that we love. The Clone Wars, supposedly the final season. We're all assuming.
Supposed to wrap it up.
I think this is supposed to wrap it up to and possibly beyond.
I think
episode
definitely
3. I
beyond.
hope it's going to be beyond. To be
It's
honest,
got to.
based
They
on
got to
what
do
we've seen.
the Order 66. You know what I mean? So
There's too many in between things throughout episode 3 that I would love to see happen. But I'm getting off track here a little bit. So. New season has started. Episode 1 just came out, so
we're going to be trying to do
gonna talk
weekly
about
podcasts about each episode as they drop. Can't even talk. And we'll hope to release them fairly shortly after each episode drops. Maybe even the night of.
that's the
Who
goal.
knows?
That's the
This
goal.
one
Ooh,
we did not.
we should do
It
a
is now
live
Sunday.
one.
Ooh.
That'd be cool.
That would be sweet. We'll have to figure out how to.
We'll have
do
to
it the
hear
best
the
way.
feedback from our listeners. Maybe we'll do that in episode like 13.
All right, so all 0.35% of you listening right now, please email us and let us know what you think.
0.3. That's a really small percentage, but all right, cool. Anyway.
I'm under exaggerating for comedic
Gotcha.
effect. Thank
Yeah.
you for ruining.
It worked.
the
I
moment.
liked it. All 30 of our listeners liked it too.
It's fine. Let's move forward.
So, episode 1 is out, and we just watched it. Me for the second time. Sean for the second time.
Yeah,
First
You are the
time
losers
here.
for the first time.
and
What'd you
Kyle
guys
for
think?
the 0.57th time.
Maybe 0.6.
That's true.
Yeah, the Bad Batch. What did you think of the Bad Batch?
I really liked it.
Loved it.
I really
Loved
love
it.
these new characters. It's very Ninja Turtle-esque.
Oh my gosh, what did I say?
Yeah.
What
you
did I
just
say
did
when we were watching it the first time? I was like, oh my gosh, it's the Ninja Turtle Clone Troopers.
it. That's true. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
literally said that exactly what you. Wow, we just had a moment.
Such great personalities. I just really love them. And like even I was getting ahead of myself, but everybody was useful just beyond their basic skills. Like you had the tech guy, but he's out there in the front
Right.
lines just pew, 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 pew.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
well,
a
it
little bit of
wasn't
context around this. There's a new band of clone troopers, 4 of them. And
Right.
they're the Clone Trooper 99 or Clone Troop 99. They call themselves the
99.
Bad
Yeah,
Batch.
yeah. Troop 99. Yep.
So,
they call themselves Bad Batch.
And there's 4 of them. There's
Mhm.
I wrote this down here: Hunter, Wrecker, Crosshair, and Tech. Each one of them with their own little specific mutation that cause them to be this bad batch and have these awesome abilities.
Exactly. So the whole point being that when clone troopers get cloned and they have mutations, it's usually bad, and they get thrown away or they become janitors. Like what's his fucking nuts in previous episodes? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Nines
Who,
or,
Igor?
yeah,
I mean,
Igor.
whatever his name was.
Just
You know,
watch
you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like these are mutations that happened to them that made them better.
Yeah,
So
you know,
they're
like
dope.
maybe
You
why
know-
why wouldn't they be able to figure out exactly what caused that, and then be able to do it all the time? Just have a
What if
thousands
they're
of
testing
troopers.
them.
True.
I mean, like these are very good mutations
Yes.
where like super powerful, super smart.
Yeah, you had Tech, who was like the hacker fella, and then you had Crosshair was the sniper, could just shoot from insanely distance,
10
far
clicks.
distance away.
Right.
Wrecker was a super powerful dude. He's the one that looked like someone out of Fortnite or some shit. Like I don't know. I feel like he's a Fortnite character.
I mean, I feel like
then
they all kind of look that
Yeah, that's
way
true.
to some degree.
It looks like Rambo.
You know, when they first got off the ship and they were like, oh, this elite troop of clones who had mutations and blah, blah, blah. I was secretly hoping for Delta Squad, man.
that would have been dope.
Which, Jeremy, I don't know if you know who Delta
No,
Squad is.
Quite do not who know.
You do not who know.
I'm
Wait,
sorry about
One
that.
more time. Can you do quite do not who know?
I think I just had a stroke.
He do quite do not who know.
I'm embarrassed. I shall leave now.
No.
already
So
fucked
they're
up
from a
earlier,
video
too.
game. Republic Commando. You ever play Republic Commando?
Never heard of it.
It's good.
Might have been one of the best first-person Star
Star
Wars
Wars
games
games.
ever.
I never actually
Okay.
finished it.
You play as a clone trooper squad who's an elite squad of clone commandos. And it's during the Clone Wars. You're on Geonosis most of the time.
All right.
And it's amazing. Oh my God, it's amazing. Anyway, they
Sounds
did make
interesting.
they made a cameo appearance in one of the earlier episodes of
Did
Clone
they?
Wars. I don't
I
know if
don't
you remember
remember
that, but it was like
Don't.
for like a second they appeared. But anyway, that's who I was hoping was going to come off the ship. But Bad Batch was still dope. I love them.
And they showed how badass they were throughout the entire episode. Like each one of them had their
Definitely.
super uses. Like what's his face hacking into the system, which we'll kind of
You mean
delve into. a
kicking
little
through
bit.
the door?
Kicking through the door, yeah, in the most graceful, delicate
What was his
manners.
name? What was the big dude's name?
Wrecker,
Wrecker.
I
Big
think.
Wrecker. That's always one I was supposed to get. Hunter, Tech, Snipe, or wait, Crosshair.
hmm Which is the coolest name of them, I
Oh.
think. Crosshair.
Obviously, that's super dope.
If you guys could be one, if we are the Bad Batch, the four of us here, which one would you guys be?
Oh man,
Which one would you want?
which
to
one
be?
would you want to be, and which one do you think you'd
Which
be
one would
based on
you
your
want to be?
personality? Jeremy, I'll let you go first.
I like tech.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I
Alright.
knew you were gonna pick Tech.
took the job out of the.
Alright.
There's two.
Kyle, you have
there's
no
two
idea
tech
what we're
people
talking
here.
about, but just say a name.
I don't have any
Hunter,
idea.
Wrecker, Crosshair, or Tech. Say one of them.
Donnie.
I'll be Wrecker.
Yeah.
You muscle size are about the same already, so that makes sense.
Oh shit. Man. This is too hard of a question. I don't
There's
know.
only four. Which one would you want to be? It's
You
not
know
that
what?
hard.
Actually, honestly, I probably would want to be Tech.
Dope,
I like
dope.
Tech too.
I'd probably be Crosshair. That'd be mine. I think I always play those type of characters like in RPGs and shit like that.
All right.
that
Okay.
have the-
Quick comparison around the table. Which Ninja Turtle would you be if you could be one? Jeremy, go.
I hate you. Mikey.
Okay. Kyle, Raphael, Michelangelo, Donatello, or
Raphael. Did you say Raphael?
Raphael, Michelangelo, Donatello, Leonardo.
Honestly, none of those mean anything to me, so I honestly couldn't tell you.
I
Dude,
hate
what?
you so much.
What the hell? You don't even know the
Wearing a
Ninja
turtle.
Turtles?
No, you
don't.
don't.
I
I
got a Hufflepuff
don't.
shirt on.
I mean,
All right,
whatever.
well,
everyone's gonna hate.
We're gonna-
Whatever.
we're gonna
I don't
pre-
care.
We're gonna pretend you
We're
didn't
just
say
not
that.
saying
Hate, haters gonna
I
hate.
would definitely
I'm
be
just gonna turn
Donatello.
off your microphone.
Yeah, I mean,
Mute.
go ahead. You
Mute.
probably
Mute.
should, just in case.
No, I would definitely be Donatello, which I think definitely matches up to the Tech
Yeah.
and Donatello.
I'd be Leonardo.
Michelangelo and Tech. What the hell's what? Michelangelo's the idiot.
I know, but like,
I mean, he's the funny,
the
lovable.
tech in this one was
Michelangelo's
cool.
funny.
But like,
moron.
he's the party dude.
Yeah, but is Tech the party dude?
We're
Yeah, well, I don't know.
comparing Ninja Turtles
Two
to
different things.
Star
All right.
Wars, and it's
Well, I get. Yeah, I'm comparing personalities to personalities, but that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So Tech and Michelangelo. Interesting. I honestly thought you were gonna pick Donatello. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, Donatello's a good second, but I always like Mikey.
Mikey. I mean,
My
I-
dude's a
yeah.
Leonardo, by the way.
Yeah, I knew that.
The swords and shit, the blue.
Did you
oh,
pick Hunter too?
I did not actually.
No. Who did you
I,
pick?
I
Who'd you
picked
pick?
Crosshair.
Oh,
I probably would pick
yeah.
Hunter next though because his ability was dope, which I don't think we mentioned.
Because
his,
you're
his
basing the clone troopers off of like who you'd be in a video
game for sure. Yeah,
and you're in the and the Ninja Turtles is like a different kind of.
that's just more
comparison.
sentimental. I just fucking
Yeah.
love the
Yeah,
Ninja Turtles,
yeah.
and I always love Leonardo.
Well, we
Yeah.
mentioned the whole Ninja Turtles thing earlier.
yeah, I don't
so,
know, like what is this? The Rule of Ninja Turtle podcast?
All right. You know what? Whatever. Let's move past it. Okay.
All right. So we already discussed who to be. I think that's pretty much it. All right. We'll.
All right.
no,
Well, thanks for coming. We'll talk to you. On
all right. So this Bad Batch, they get what? They get picked up by Commander Rex or Captain Rex because he's like getting
Commander
ousted.
Cody. They knew Commander Cody.
Yeah,
That's
they
why
knew Commander
brought-
Cody, yeah, but Captain Rex he's getting like bested in the battlefield, right? That's kind of the premise of the whole thing.
Right.
And they try to figure out why, and he has a suspicion, right? What's his suspicion, Sean?
His suspicion is that one of his original clone troopers of his squad might be alive, who we previously thought was dead.
Yes, that's true. And
So
Echo,
there were.
right?
I'm trying to remember all the original ones. Obviously, Rex was the commander. There was Fives. We know he got shot down. He gets killed
got
by a bunch of
assassinated.
assassin droids.
Yeah,
Yep.
because he knew about the Order 66 chips, I think.
Right. And they
That was a
like
good episode.
they came to some like outpost in the middle of nowhere, if I remember quickly, and they assassinated him. Fives. There's the one that I'm about to say, and then, I know that there was more. I can't remember who the other one.
Echo. And
Well, that was what
Heavy.
I was about to say. Heavy.
yeah,
Heavy died. He was obviously their quote unquote heavy gunner. I don't remember how he died, and then there's Echo, who we were pretty sure died, but we find out throughout this episode that maybe he might be still.
that is
alive.
Captain Rex's suspicion.
That's
you know,
his
like
suspicion,
because they drew
yeah.
up the battle plans together, and that's why maybe Rex
Maybe
was going to beat it because he
Right,
getting
right.
beat.
And who's beating him, Aaron? Who's beating him?
Well, we don't know
Yes,
at this
we do.
point.
It's Commander Trench
Oh,
or Captain Trench.
yes, I
the
forgot
little
about that guy's
spider
name. The
tarantula
spider guy,
dude who
I
like
also
got
thought died.
killed in the episode 1, I think, of Clone Wars TV show, and all of a sudden he's back, and now he's like half cyborg.
Oh yeah, he has like the cyber fang and everything.
Yeah, and he's got like a couple cyborg eyes and cyber like arms on his left side. So presumably, whatever explosion we thought he died in didn't actually kill him; just made him into a robot.
It's pretty strange to see someone you think is dead come back, especially when they have 8 legs and 4 of them are now mechanical.
Are you talking about
Trench.
Oh, okay. I thought you
Just
might have been
the
making
cyborg.
reference to a different
No, I was just
Star Wars
just
character.
making a statement.
in
That was it.
universe. I mean, I guess kind of Grievous is almost sort of like that a little bit,
That's true.
but he's like the one who's destroying them.
Correct, and
Like he's
they're
beating them in every.
they don't know
battle.
why, and they think they're using some sort of algorithm to kind of predict their
Right.
things, and so they employ the Bad Batch, who don't really follow any battle plans. They just go at it, and
Yep.
they have like a 100% success rate and shit. So they're like, well, let's get these people in. They're not going to be able to predict this quickly unless their like deep learning algorithms are real good. You know what I mean? Which it's Star Wars, they may be. So they
I mean-
probably would have learned after a couple more minutes.
They could, yeah. I mean, let's remember this is a kids' television show. It's not like
No one knows what
a
machine
ton
learning is when
of.
you're
Don't
10.
get me wrong, Dave Filoni is a mastermind, and I love him, and I love everything he's ever done. But he also understands this is a kids' television show, and you can't make it that complex, or children won't understand what the fuck is going on.
Exactly. So they, Captain Rex, the Bad Batch, they all go to this planet, Anaxis or some shit.
What's that? An axis?
Anaxis, I think. And they got to find the radio signal that's kind of sending out the battle plans or some shit. I don't know. They want to go to the radio tower to hack it, right?
And it doesn't it have like some sort of like special tech or program that they're trying to get out of it. That's the whole reason they were going there. Is that there's like, oh, there's this program we need to go and download to help us figure out what's going on.
That part kind of confused me. But
yeah, it was a little weird. But
he's probably telling a lie to Anakin and Mace Windu so they could do what he was secretly trying to do.
That's another thing that I said to Aaron, and I just feel like Anakin is way more wise in this TV series than he was in episode 3. He just seems like he knows, he's like in tune to more, and I'm just like, bro, what happened to you? Because you were a dumb shit in episode 3.
In episode 3, it wasn't terribly dumb. I mean,
well,
he was pretty badass at the beginning with the whole thing of getting Palpatine out.
At the beginning of the episode, he clearly knows that Rex is lying to him about something or is holding back something from him. And not even Mace Windu picks up on that. That's the assumption that we're inquired to make, right?
True, but that could also be because that, you know, Captain Rex and Anakin are like BFFs. You know what I mean?
Well, true. And also, now that I think about it, Anakin was the one who told Mace Windu that Palpatine was a Sith Lord.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Didn't think about that. I don't know. I
don't know. I think it kind of adds.
Maybe I'm overanalyzing
to his downfall. You know, and that's something that like. Why I wish I would have rewatched the entire Clone Wars is because I want to see some of those episodes like with the Jedi lore, like about, you know, the times in the Clone Wars where Anakin tipped his, you know, into the dark side a little bit. And
right.
I didn't get to see very many of those, and it disappointed me.
That's again why I really hope that they move like further past episode 3 with the end of this season.
Yeah. I mean,
speaking of which, the dark side, he's wearing a lot more black. Anakin is.
That's true. I don't like in this episode.
This episode, yeah, he's
interesting.
He's wearing a lot more black. It's really cool. Like I picked it up right when I seen it.
That's something that I think is definitely intentional. That is definitely something that Dave Filoni would make intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he really pays attention to the details where those things go. That's why I love this series so much. That's why I love all the other series that he's done.
Exactly. So, all right, now we know that they're going to get this signal to figure out how they're getting beat so handedly by the Separatists. And long story short, I mean, there's some battling. There's some pretty cool battling going on. Again, one of my biggest gripes with the Clone Wars is nobody ever gets shot, like ever.
Nobody ever. Yeah. I mean, again, that brings
they're like standing right there.
To this whole thing
right there.
Why did they shoot a kids show?
The dude is in the doorway. There's a line of droids. All of them. Like what entry? Like where are you shooting?
Think about clones.
Doorway.
Think about clones that die in this show. They never get their limbs cut off. They never get chopped in half. They get a blaster bolt to the chest, never to the head. None of them. It's a kids show, dude. They're not trying to be violent about it.
Although in this one,
it's not a.
There was the one guy who the pilot when the ship downed. You know, like he was clearly dead. But
he was clearly
Rex,
dead, but
Commander Cody was not.
Unless
dead.
you're paying attention, you don't even see the guy.
They didn't give a shit about that guy. They're like,
oh, he was ragdolling in there.
Yeah, see, we all caught it, but like little kids aren't going to be like, what about the dude in the cut? No, it's not. And even if they do, they're like, oh, you know, maybe he crawled out and I don't know.
After that explosion,
they just forget about him.
He's dead. What? Just to get off topic here for 1 second, I would love it if they would make some sort of mature rated live action TV series about Star Wars, about the people who were like down in the trenches, like Star Wars warfare
like
type of
Solo level, like
level. Yeah, I'm thinking a lot about Solo and the
Solo?
Way that they like described
Solo.
that the battle, like that was intense. Like that was
battle
shitty.
was crazy. That was like
something you don't really want to be in. It's actual warfare. Like I want that, but a live action extended
like Band
series.
of Brothers with Star Wars.
Yeah,
that'd be really cool.
Fucking dope. Would be.
I don't think anybody would think that wouldn't be cool. We haven't gotten a single. No. I mean, Marvel's dipped into the mature rated content and it did fantastically well. There's lots of other franchises who have dipped into the mature rated type of content. Star Wars could do it.
It should do it,
but it's Disney, so we'll see.
I don't know. Marvel's under Disney. I guess Logan wasn't technically,
and
like,
Deadpool
Disney
wasn't
thing.
under Disney at that point.
They are now, so we'll see. They are now. They go with that. But
right. Anyway,
what would be next? So there's a lot of battles, right? We already said that, and then they find this signal, right? And the hacker Tech, whatever his name is, he hacks
Tech,
into
yeah.
the signal, and they hear something. They ask who it is because it's a live signal, right?
Right,
and,
right.
and it says back just repeatedly,
TK421.
why aren't you at your post? CT1409. CT1409. And Rex
1409.
just can't fucking believe it. His head exploded. He died right then and there. That
Which
didn't
also bothered me because at the beginning of the episode, he says to Cody, after lying to Anakin and Mace Windu, I don't think you'll believe me. Blah, 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 blah. I think Echo is alive. And then he hears his number. He's like, I can't believe it. Yes, you can. You're the one who said you thought he was alive in the first place.
That's true. I just took it more of it as like, I can't believe that it's actually true. I like,
I
like a
think
lot
it's
of
just the
religious
whole-
people. I feel like a lot of religious people would feel that way, Like if God came down, they'd be like, I can't fucking believe it. Like, holy shit. I was right the whole time. Like,
Even though they're
fucking
saying-
believable.
I'm sure he's alive. I'm sure. And he comes down and is like, holy shit, I can't believe it. I actually was right.
Yeah. It's
So
something
you're
like that.
basically calling people who believe in God just hoping that he does, and they don't actually know.
No, I have no idea. I mean, come on. I'm not making any assumptions on anybody. All right. It's all comedic effect.
Again, this is me probably just diving in way too much into detail into a kid's television show. Like,
Well, I don't know. I feel like, Dave Filoni has a lot of
he
detail on
does.
things.
He
so
does. And
why
it's
not?
been, I feel like as it's gone on, it's gotten a little darker, a little more in depth, a little more intense, a little more.
Definitely. I hated Clone Wars at first, honestly. I was not a fan. The movie kind of sucked in my opinion. I haven't seen it in a while, so maybe I need to rewatch it.
It wasn't great, but again, it's still Star Wars. There's lightsabers in the Force and all kinds of shit, so it's still cool. Like, that's why we went to go see it in the first place. But yes, I agree. It has gotten a little more mature, and this first episode even seems a little more intense.
It definitely does.
Makes me very excited. About
One
the
interesting
season to
thing,
come.
there was no lightsabers. There were Jedi. I mean, what's his face?
Yeah,
Anakin and
just in the
Mace.
beginning though. So far, no lightsabers. Which
I heard that
I think it's kinda
most
cool.
of this is going to focus on Captain Rex and Ahsoka this season.
I actually kind of like that
I do too.
Yeah.
because
It
we've
makes sense.
seen so much of the other
We need-
prime
yeah.
characters.
We
like-
need to know, I mean, kind of what happened with Ahsoka. Like,
I definitely want to see more Ahsoka with the Rebels and everything. I just want to know more about Ahsoka.
that is like the biggest crazy like story arc for me because I fucking hated her too. The way she said, Sky Guy and Anakin called her Snips, and it all just seems so stupid. But now I love her. I think she's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to take this time in our broadcast to go to Kyle DeSalvo for our word of the day. Kyle, what's the word of the day?
Fuck, I was not ready for a word of the day, so honestly, I could not tell you.
He said, "Fuck." It's fuck.
It's fuck. Apparently, it's fuck. I
All
just
right,
wanted
let's-
some input from him.
Let's
I
also
hadn't
go
heard
to
from
Kyle
him.
and ask, like, what are your thoughts on Ahsoka Tano?
Honestly, I don't even know because I don't know who the fuck that is. So I couldn't tell you one way or the other.
That's fair. That is very fair. That's very fair. All right.
What the fuck were we talking about?
We were talking about.
What we hope it's gonna bring. So, how many episodes do you think are gonna be in it? You think it's gonna be like a
Wow.
traditional 22 episode, or do you think it's gonna be like the last one where it was only like
I think it's gonna be
12
13.
or 13?
around 12 to
It's
13.
gonna be
I don't know. And I'm saying this without any actual prior knowledge to how many seasons there are or episodes there are because I do not have access to that information.
You're a liar.
I'm not a liar.
You have to say that for legal reasons.
I mean, I don't have to say that for legal reasons.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
I have to say that for saving my job reasons.
Yeah,
Just kidding.
All right.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be 13. I think it's gonna be
It's gonna be a
short.
shorter season.
Yeah, I think they're just kind of gonna wrap it up.
I also kind of I don't really know how I feel about it being one episode per week. Kind of pisses me off a little bit.
I don't
It's a
know.
cartoon show. They're
I still
20-minute
like that.
episodes. I want to binge watch the shit out of it.
I don't know. I'm
It's
enjoying
Star Wars.
the-
It's
the
not
weekly
like
cadence.
it's not like an intense drama that
I don't like the
sucks you
Friday
in.
releases.
This is like a
Yeah, no. but
every
I
episode's
don't-
different for the most part. Like
I'm not
they
a
have-
fan of the Friday releases. I kind of wish they'd be, sometime, I don't know, other day, like not on a Friday night.
Or
have
you
to watch
release the whole fucking thing at once.
Then, then we wouldn't be able to put out 13 to 22 podcasts in a row.
You know what?
You know what I
That
mean?
makes a really good point. man. That's a really good
I'll
point.
take that back.
I'll recant my statement. Thank you, Disney, for only putting out one episode per week. I mean, the Friday times are good though because we can watch the episode and then record over the weekend.
Yeah.
That's true.
The fuck you bitching about?
Well, or we ideally we record Friday night and then put one out like right then and there.
Well,
Get it out Saturday morning.
we'll
People
start
wake
doing
up.
them live.
Oh yeah, let's do them. Well, I mean, like actually get on YouTube and shit.
Or well, I don't know. Whatever.
Live recording.
Well, we have to figure out how to do that. I mean, we're
I don't know how to do that.
kind of plebs at this. We don't know what we're
Yeah.
doing. But
Well, I mean,
figure it out.
look where we started, and now look where we're at. We have 4 mics, this little sound thingy here with a
Exactly.
bunch of knobs on it.
with the knob thingy. We
Yeah.
call it the
Knob
knob
thingy.
thingy.
And we plug the mic into it, and we
And
plug
we
that
call
in.
this the mic doohickey.
So soon we might have a video recorder doohickey or something.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
plug the thingamajabber into this whatchamacallit, and
I do have a
everything will be good.
360
Yeah,
camera, so you
exactly.
just need one camera.
Ooh, it'd be like that 70s show, like in the basement. You set it down and like turn it on.
Yeah.
Oh man, it'd be like that 70s show in more of the ways than one. If you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like
I
Eric
have
Foreman.
no idea what you're talking about.
Because I'm like a Star Wars nerd, like Eric.
Oh,
Foreman.
right. Yeah, that's why. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously that's
And,
why.
and you're very much like you're very much like Hyde.
Hey man. So there's this car that runs on water, man. It runs on water, man. Except I don't molest women or
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Credibly
Allegedly, right? Yeah, fair. Allegedly, but I wouldn't
Anyway,
even-
let's
Yeah,
steer this back off. the
Star
Oh man, yeah. So I don't think we've talked about how the episode wrapped. It wrapped by essentially Rex confirming that it was Echo, right? That Echo is still alive. He never died, and is somehow helping the Separatists beat them. And we need to know more information. But it ended right there.
Yeah. It basically ends. They're driving away on the little land speeder transport or whatever the fuck it is, and confirming that Echo is still alive because that's his call sign 100%.
And I'm kind of excited to see what they're going to do from here. I don't really know.
Honestly, to be real, I don't really give a fuck about Echo.
I don't give a shit either,
or a
man.
lot of the clones. To be honest,
Rex.
I really don't fucking care. Like,
Cody.
Well, to a point. I like the warfare aspect of it, and I'd like to at least get to see some of like what happens, like again down in the trenches, because we all know what happens like up in the glorious parts of the battle. It's cool to see what's happening on the ground, but at the same time, I want to see more about the characters that I give a fuck about, and I don't really care a ton about Rex or Cody, to be honest.
You don't care about Rex or Cody?
I do, but not
they're
as much
like
as
some
some
of the
of
main
the
ones.
other
Like
people,
who?
dude. Not as much as some of the other people. Like I'd much rather know more about what Ahsoka's been
obviously
doing.
Ahsoka, yeah.
I want to see more of Anakin and kind of his downfall into darkness. I want to see that. Like I want to. Again, I'm just a Force user
Right,
sucker,
yeah,
so like I want to see all
good
the
point. The Jedi
random
lore, but-
Jedi that we don't really get to see much about. Let's get. Like I loved the episodes with like Luminara Unduli and Barriss Offee, and they're like.
Yeah, then they did
Missions
that a
and
lot.
shit,
Like,
you know what I
Evan
mean? Like-
Peel is in the episode where Echo died, and like they always have those rando Jedi that
Yeah.
are in the movies, but kind of
The
in the background.
Ahsoka and Plo Koon episodes were awesome.
I
I
love
love
Plo
those
Koon.
ones. I love Plo Koon.
Do you like Plo Koon, Kyle?
Is that a Pokemon?
That's pretty good. Yes,
You
he
know
is.
what? I think we should have him on for now, just to be our one-liner guy. He's like the person on Howard Stern who always sits in the corner and just every once in a while will pop in with something funny.
Oh man.
That was good. That was not scripted either. But yeah, so
Holy shit.
one of the big things I want to see is Commander Cody like after Order 66. Like I want to see get in the mindset of
the clones, really,
of the
like any of the
clones.
clones that have like major plot lines, major storylines. Like I would love to see what
get in
happened, what's
their
going on
heads.
in their mind after that. 100%, because we know that Rex somehow took his chip out or deactivated his chip, because we know that from Rebels that he was able to like
Oh
not be
right,
part
I
of
forgot
that.
about that. Yeah,
Because we
yeah.
have old Captain Rex, but like, how did he do it? I would love to see the lead up to that and how he figured it out, and like all that stuff is like super interesting. That's what I'm most excited about, is that like leading up to Order 66 and then directly after Order 66 and getting more of those details, because it was very quick hit, bing bang boom in episode 3. We didn't get a lot of stuff around it. Like
Exactly.
it happened
Like
and then it was
Plo Koon
over.
just like You
Just
blink and
died.
you missed it. He's dead.
Yeah. Same with Kit Fisto and Aiken Kohler and any of the other Jedi. Saisi Tin, who was in there in the room with Mace Windu when they went to go arrest Palpatine.
You mean when they went to go commit treason?
When they, yeah, exactly.
So we're gonna overthrow a duly elected. Actually, he wasn't elected. Never mind. Chancellor.
Jeremy, if I went back over those names again, would you know who they are?
No. I was gonna lie, but I could actually like see in my head this, as you were saying the scenes. I was like, oh yeah, those are. I could see see it, but I don't know who
The
names
last
go to what
names
faces.
Yeah, the last names he said were the ones that got killed by Palpatine.
Okay.
Then when they go to arrest Palpatine, there was Mace Windu and 4 other Jedi.
He goes squad deep
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
and then gets wrecked.
Exactly. Kit Fisto was the dude with the tentacles for hair. Aiken Kohler was a Zabrak? Iridonian?
Iridonian, yeah.
Iridonian.
Mhm.
And then Saisi
You're
Tin
making
had...
this up.
Iridonian is a similar species to what Darth Maul was. They had like the horns
Okay.
coming out of their head. And then who else did I say? Saisi Tin. He had the horns coming out of the side of his face like
Itachi.
an elephant or some
yeah.
shit. I don't know. We're getting way off topic here.
Way off topic. All right, Jeremy. So Clone Wars. Episode 1 is in the books. What is some of your what are some of your expectations for this season?
I think they're gonna go balls to the wall. They got nothing really to lose,
That's
and
true.
they gotta go.
don't.
They gotta go out with a bang. It's the
Yeah.
last season. This first episode was great. I love a lot of the action scenes. So if it's more like this
Agreed.
and great storytelling, I don't think they could go wrong.
100% agree. Kyle, what do you think? I can't wait to hear this.
About what?
And you just kind of left it hanging. You just, what do you think?
About what? Perfect answer. Okay. So honestly, I kind of agree with you. Like they don't have anything to lose. I feel like the quote unquote Disney trilogy of movies was just overall in general a giant shit fest that I didn't overall care for. Obviously, in my opinion, but I want to see something unexpected. I want to see something that like excites me. And there's just been a lot of shit over the last few years that I was just like, really? Like that's what you're gonna do?
Yeah, and this is something that has been like highly anticipated, right? It was saved by the fans,
and we all loved. Like I loved all of Clone Wars, and the last season particularly had a lot of moments, a lot of episodes, a lot of themes in those episodes that I was very, very excited about. Like the whole entire arc of Yoda, like going at to find the origin of the Force
That
and
was
the dark
so
side.
great.
Like, that was amazing. Oh my god, I wish we would have done more episodes like that. And he like they officially canonized Darth Bane during that episode because his like spirit came back to like that was amazing. I just want to see more of them taking risks.
Yes.
kind of staying true to form, I guess. Like that's really
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean? I think if they do that, then it's going to be a success.
And I think so far they've taken risk. Bad Batch, that was a risk, and I love that.
Yeah, to start off with clones and not the Jedi.
Yeah, and,
you
and,
think
and degenerate clones who
Yeah.
don't care about anything, and they're going to do
Characters
whatever they
we
wanna
never
do.
met
Like, I
before.
love that.
that's
I
a
love
good
that.
point, Jeremy, too, because like you start off with these characters like because the audience of this season is probably one of the bigger audiences, at least potential audiences, right? Like Disney Plus is hot off the press. You know, this is one of the most popular now new original series probably for at least for them to market. So to start it off with people that no one knows, like they didn't really utilize Anakin or
Right.
Obi-Wan or anything like
No,
that. You
I
would
mean,
think that
Rex
maybe they would
was
that
really
to-
the only
to
person.
bring in more of the, you know,
Yeah.
and to me that probably shows that they had a lot of this written already, and then they just went with it. So they're not like, you know, they're just staying true to form.
You
and I
think so?
that's gonna be
You,
awesome.
you think
That's
they
what I
already
think.
had it like planned out?
I'm pretty sure. I thought
it
I
was
heard
supposed.
about that. Yeah,
It wasn't supposed to end after that last season on Netflix. It was supposed to keep going, and it got, for whatever reason, it got stopped or cut off, or I don't know really what happened. But you think that they
Thought
just already
out.
had it written out and they just went with whatever they already had? Like this wasn't new
That
innovation,
I imagine.
or
I mean, they may have changed some things in the past, but I don't know that. And who knows? I mean, I guess we'll probably find out.
True. I mean, I can't wait to see what they do. So every Friday at like just Friday night.
I mean, I think it's like Mandalorian Friday in the morning. Like,
like as soon as Friday
yeah,
hits, like
it was
you can
it was
watch
there
it
when
on
I like
Friday.
woke up. So
Well, sweet. So I
Yeah.
guess people should stay tuned next Friday if we can figure out how to do a live episode.
or I mean, we can just do this and then put it out immediately.
Well, I mean, yeah, we could do that too.
Because I'm not figuring out. There's no way we're not gonna figure out how to do a
You
live
don't know.
episode
You don't
by
know.
Friday.
We can figure it
That's
out.
like
Come on, come on.
4 or 5 days, dude.
Come on.
That's no way. No way.
All right. Well, I'll figure it
I
out.
dare you. I fucking dare you
I
to
will
figure it out.
fucking do it, asshole. Kyle, what do you think?
I got 40 hours at work next week to figure this out.
There you go. That's why we invite him on this show.
Is that
He
what you
doesn't
do
have
at work?
shit to do. Is that what
While,
you have to
while I'm getting yelled at, is that what you do?
No, no comment
He has
further.
that shield, bro.
Oh man. All right. Well, I think that's gonna call it. Gonna wrap it up for this episode. I think stay tuned. I'm excited about doing one of these weekly, or at least semi-weekly. I'm sure we're gonna miss one or two, but I'm looking
Yeah,
forward
we'll
to
see.
it, and looking forward to watching Clone Wars. So I guess we'll hit you guys on the next one.
Peace.
Out.
Okay, I speak
Kyle?
last, so don't do that again.
Kyle, do you want to say bye before you break the mic?
Adios, amigos.
Later.
Bitch.